It's the second assassination attempt on a former president in less than 2 months. Ever since the first, nominees have been addressing outdoor crowds from behind bulletproof screens, a sign that those seeking political office are now putting their life on the line. Most of the US's most senior elected officials have come out condemning the violence, including the president himself.
Let me just say, there is no, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, those of you who know me, many of you do, no place in political violence for political violence in America. None. Zero. Never. I've always condemned political violence. I always will in America. In America, we resolve our differences peacefully at the ballot box, not at the end of a gun.
But it doesn't reflect a growing reality where violent rhetoric circulates freely online, local officials receive threats, or political disagreements turn deadly. The last few years have seen a succession of political attacks. House Majority Leader Steve Scalise was shot in 2017, Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer was almost kidnapped in 2020, and Paul Pelosi was brutally attacked in his home in 2022. Threats against lawmakers have grown tenfold since 2016, and that trend crystallised on January 6 of 2021, when a mob of protesters attacked the US Capitol. Approval for that assault has now risen among Republicans in the past 3 years, from 21% to 30%, while those strongly disapproving has dropped by almost 20 points. A poll conducted this year showed 1 in 5 Americans thought it was okay to resort to violence if it would get the country back on track. For the past few years, political scientists have been looking for the root causes. A lot of their findings revolve around personality traits like aggressiveness and conditions like depression, combined with intense partisan identity and an increasingly polarised political landscape. Gun ownership also played a role, with an April study finding almost half of assault-type rifle owners said political violence could be justified. Republicans and Democrats increasingly view one another as a threat, and in a country where guns outnumber citizens, violence often turns deadly.